Well, they're in second place.
Yeah. And I gotta be happy. I gotta tell you, I don't have the years on this. I'm glad he did. There's a person actually. This team should be good. All right, folks, welcome in. It's starting to trickle in now, and we're getting ready to rock and roll this morning. See if we can't finish off our pool play with some positive notes. We've got 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the warm-up pool. Make sure to give us a shout out where you're tuning from. Once again, I am running the closest camera as well, so we're going to get a lot of shot of seats and stuff like that, because that is a 4K camera, is not nearly as wide angle as the streaming camera. Let's go to second to one. Just finishing up here. Let's go to loading the clock up. A little bit early today, a little bit early. You know how the huddles take and all that good stuff. Over, but lineup, the numbers. Number 1 is CJ. Number 8, Simon. 10 is Jack. 12, Luke. 15 is Tyler the Mick McMurray. 16 is Daniel Battingwell Swanson. 20 is Isaac. 23 is Jacob Juneman. 49 is Connor. 64 is Tommy. 72 is Chase. 74 is Charlie. 82 is Brendan. 88 Johnny. 93 Jacob. And 97 Sam. I do that for you guys as well as myself, as I'm still getting to learn some of these teams, some of the players on the team. Roughriders getting their board there. Both teams get final instructions, and we will be facing off here in just a bit. All right, both the huddle. Looks like we're going to have Jack, Chase, and Charlie on the front. Johnny, 82, Brendan on the back. Boys ready, clock ready, refs ready. Here we go. Face off, won by your Roughriders. Comes to the near side. Johnny trying to force it forward. He's able to push it down into the corner. Picked up there by Littleton. They quickly send it around the far boards, but not out of the zone just yet. And now it's up and out as Brendan's not able to handle the line and comes over to Chase. Chase forward to Jack. Jack with some space. Brings it in. Shot. Save there and throws in. As we're just 30 seconds into the first period. The Mighty Mites are coming out. That's going to be David, Luke, and Tommy. Tommy wins the face-off, gets it back over to Connor. Connor sends it back down to the slot. Forcing it down deep is Daniel. Rattles around that far side and is going to come up and out of the zone. Tipped in by Boulders. Goes all the way down the corner. Now back behind the net. Trying to bottom him off. Looking for some help from Tommy. Lockram working for it. That's Connor Lockram. As it comes to the slot to Tommy. He pitches it forward, but not trying to get it to Luke. Now back behind the net. Tip forward pass on to Daniel. He tips it up and out of the zone. It's going to come down as it was touched by Littleton as well. They're going to pick it up behind the net with some speed. Comes to the near side. Coming down into the zone. Knocked away by Ty, but not able to get it out deep. Shot in on CJ. Save. Rebound goes to the far side and knocked away there by Sam as he goes to the far board. Trying to get it over to Juneman. Not able to as it comes over to Connor. Connor with some space. Tied up there and has it knocked off his stick and now back down into the corner. Sam's going to be the first one to it, but Littleton outskates him to the puck as he gets some help from Tyler. Tripped up, but no call as it comes out to center ice. D-to-D pass. Trying to show some pressure as Isaac as Littleton holds the puck and sends it back into their zone, now cross ice. All the way down and in, no icing as Sam had a chance to play it. Flip to the side, stolen away as Charlie's trying to get it. Back behind the net, sneaks it through the legs, and that's the goal with 11:38 to go in the first period. Step by Littleton, sending on the boards. Juneman trying to pinch it. That's Juneman. Sorry, that was Jacob. Now it's back down into the zone. Boulders in quickly. Behind the net, challenged by Simon. Big bodies working against each other down there as Chase is trying to help out. That's the near side. Jacob not able to handle it. It comes out to the point. Shot back in. That's wide of the net. Goes all the way back down to the slot. Reverse around. Tries to get it out front. Ends up out front. Shot blocked by a body. Now another shot saved on the pad. And the puck is still loose as it's up against his pad, but not underneath him. And now they finally jump over the top of it to cover it with 10:22 and counting in the first period. Not sure why the clock is running in the first period.
It's exciting. Yeah.
Tommy wins the faceoff, goes back over to Connor. He sends it around over to Daniel. Daniel with some space, has his stick lifted, stolen and come back the other way, and then quickly back out by Connor. And that's not going to go for icing as Littleton is back. Comes back the other way, up and out of the zone, stolen away by Connor. Connor at the blue line, dumps it in again, trying to get Luke there on a forecheck. Cycle back around, Luke knocks it down, sends it to the front on the stick there of Daniel, but he's not able to pull the trigger as he had it tied up by a Littleton player, and they come back the other way. Connor steals it away, tries to bank it forward, not able to. It goes back down to the zone. Now this time he banks it forward to Luke. Luke tries to tip it forward to Tommy. Tommy tips it into the zone, but not in deep. And back around Littleton goes as they get it up and out of the zone. Tried to get it back in. Comes squirts out across over to Connor. Connor over to Tommy. Bank pass a little too hard as it ends up on the Littleton player's stick. And now battling forward at the blue line. Luke not able to handle it there. Comes in, shot. Tommy gets the rebound, sends it far side over to Daniel, who's not able to get it out of the zone. Back down and in. Shot, save, rebound. Sitting out front and covered up with 8:40 to go. Here's the name of the game in hockey. You got to be ready to play some body. Ty tries to win the faceoff. Does so. Sends it forward. Gets it up the blue line. Away, comes back the other way. Tries to walk to Simon. Simon does a good job of sticking away. And now he's coming back into the zone. Trying to get it there is Isaac and gets it into the zone as it goes to the far side. Now wraps it around to the near side. Tyler forechecking. Forces it off the stick. Tries to get it to center to Luke. Not able to. Or Isaac not able to as it goes to the far side. Drop pass by Jack. Gets it in deep. Jack centers it. Goes through the center, but nobody there but Littleton players. Now Littleton coming back the other way with some space. Tyler trying to cut down the angle. Forces it off the stick. Now out to the point. Shot goes up into the net. And we'll get a whistle with 4:39 to go in the first period. And this time they stopped the clock. So who knows what's going on. Face off, won by Chase. Rattled around over to Charlie. Charlie back over to Chase. Chase back to Charlie. They get it into the zone. Knocked off the stick. Rattled around the near side over to Jacob. Junie working for it. Tries to move it over to Chase. Does so. Chase walking it up, and he doesn't get a shot off. And we come back the other way. Littleton now with some speed. Johnny forces him across the middle. Shot is blocked partially by Brendan and goes down into the corner and out of the slot. Shot again, saved by CJ. With 7:06 to go in the first period. Tommy ties up the faceoff, gets it over to Daniel. He's not able to get it out of the zone. Shot just goes wide of the net. Now down in the corner. Trying to backhand it up and out is Luke. Not able to. Shot is tipped wide. And now back behind the net over to Johnny. Johnny on the stick to Daniel. Daniel sends it across to Luke. Luke forces it into the zone. Battling on the near side is Luke. Gets some help from Tommy. Tommy tried to send it down to the corner. Now it comes out to the point. Johnny has it. Sends it back over to Luke. He tries to get it on the stick to Daniel. Daniel swings and misses at it. And now Littleton's up and out of the zone. Littleton tips it in. Goes off for a change. Johnny has some space. Tips it forward to Tommy. Tommy's not able to handle it. It goes back down and around. All the way over to the slot. Littleton's first one's there. Tip back over to himself. Johnny plays the stick. So does Tommy, but it still ends up out in front. Shot saved by CJ. Rebound to the near side. Sent forward up to Daniel. Daniel flips it forward to Luke. Luke down into the zone. Forced off of it with a good body by Middleton. And we come back the other way. Middleton to the slot. Tips it forward. It's going to get up and out of the zone, but good back checking by Tommy, but he's not able to turn it around. Stolen away, down across. Shot, save, and no rebound by CJ as he tucks it into his chest to get a stop. stoppage and a finish of change as that'll bring out the Mick with Junie and Isaac. Mick tied up on the face-off, won by Littleton. Shot saved there. Picked off by Sam in front. Reversed it back around over to Connor. Connor gets it over to Juniman. Ties him up under the skates a little bit, and now it reverses back down and around. Connor sends it back over to Junie. Again, not able to handle it as the defensive player was cracked in the net. And it goes back down the corner. Connor bodies him up. Gets some help from the Mick. Now Connor sends it to the far side. Has some room for Isaac. Isaac not able to get it out. Now it's finally comes up and out. And the Mick is going to try to make some pressure on the front side. Or check pressure by the Mick. Causing them to go back and forth. They slide. A chance sailed away. Not able to get it there as it comes into the zone. On the ice is Charlie. Charlie tries to backhand it forward. Gets it up and out of the zone. And now the Mick. Over to Charlie. Quickly reverse back. Shot goes wide of the net. Now trickles out in front. Picked off there by the Mick over to Charlie. Charlie sends it over to Junie. Junie skating with some space. He gets caught from behind. It's knocked down. Because now it's back into the zone. Now back out of the zone. Over to Simon. Simon sends it to the blue line. And now Charlie. Charlie over to Chuck. Chuck, shot! Charlie passes to Chase. Chase with the one-timer. Just put into the breadbasket with 4:01 to go in the first period. Face off, one out to the point. Shot through by Johnny. Goes all the way through. Rattles off the post. Hits his skate and ends up on the line and then kicked away. Now comes all the way back. Bounced off of the backboard by CJ. Out in front is broken up by Johnny as it comes from the near side. Then a cross over to Charlie. He's trying to get it up and out, not able to. Sent back down in by Littleton as it rattles around the far boards. Can't see because people are going to their seats. Picked up by Littleton, taken off the stick. Charlie has it, sends it to Chase. Dumps it in, but not in deep. A couple guys on the ice. It's going to be Daniel. Out of the far side, over to Daniel. Daniel tries to tip it in. Picked up by Chase, or Charlie. Charlie dumps it in. Going off for a change. Now Tommy and Luke are out there. Comes across. Tip just out of the reach of Tommy. He sends it back over to the defenseman. Goes rink wide over to Connor. Connor loses the puck there. Littleton steals it away. Shot! Great cover there by Johnny. He's able to check that away, and the shot goes over the top of the net. Back over to Connor this time. He sends it on to Luke. Luke challenged there, but does a nice little board turn. Is able to skate into the zone. Now he's knocked off with the puck. Back over to Tommy. Tommy backhands it, but it's taken off of the corner. Now sent toward behind the net. Now to the slot. Slot's going to tip it on. It's going to get up and out of the zone. Connor forces them wide. Now down into the corner. Knocks him off with the puck, but Littleton's the only one following there. It's sent out in front. Shot. Save! What a beautiful save by CJ. A nice pass by Littleton. Creating a nice little scoring chance for Littleton, but it's covered up.
It's got to be a back bank.
The Mick takes the face off. One by Littleton, comes out to the point. D-to-D pass across. Sticks come together. Now down to the corner. Working for it as Simon falls down. Trying to get it to the Mick. Able to. Mick. Ain't with it. Cuts across. In offside is number 20, Isaac.
You really spun the sauce, it's going to be hard to eat. It's like spinning really hard to eat.
And they can take the face off. One by Littleton, loses an edge, still's able to get it out of his own. Simon sends it right back in, but out of the reach both of Jack and Isaac. And now Littleton comes back the other way with some speed. Taken there by Littleton, cycles around the net, setting it up. Four turns again. This time Simon bodies him off, gets some help from the Mick, who pitchforks him forward over to Isaac. Isaac challenge there, and it goes back down the corner to Simon. Simon now with it, sends it to the near side. That's a turnover right in front. Shot, save!
Roger! Roger! Hello?
Out the first period with 56.6 seconds to go, 2-0 Littleton. Chase takes the face off, won by Littleton. Challenged by Charlie, now sent back out to Littleton as it went off a skate. Comes across, walks it through, up to the dot, drops it to the corner, 40 seconds to go. Back behind the net, Littleton has it. Tries to cycle it to the front, goes off his skate, now goes to the corner. Picked up again there by Littleton as they try to get it to the front of the net, and now the near side. High off of the boards, rattles around, picked up by Chase. Chase coming the other way with some speed. Chase brings it to the forehand, spins around to get some space, sends it all the way across over to Jimmy. Jimmy sends it across out. Turnover there by him. And you're going to get a penalty on Charlie as he went in the body well after the puck was gone. .6 seconds to go, and Littleton will go on the power play. Johnny and Brendan, Tommy and Daniel. The end of the first period, score 2-0. I'll update that now that I have some time. .128 left on Charlie's penalty. Tommy, Daniel, Sam, and Connor out for the penalty kill. One by Tommy over to Connor. Challenged immediately. He flips it forward to Tommy. Tommy does a good job to slap it on down the ice. Kill off a few seconds, and now it's down in the corner. Guy reversed it around, swung and missed at it. Now has to skate with it as he's down to 1:10 left into the penalty kill. Tries to send it up forward. Good stick play there by Tommy. Knocks it away as it comes over to Connor. Connor sends it against the boards. It's going to come all the way down and covered up by Littleton. Well, no, they don't throw the whistle. They told him to play it, so he does. Now we come back the other way with 50 seconds left to kill. Littleton in offside. Tommy forces them up and out of the zone. Now out it goes. Picked up by Daniel. He sends it in. Bouncing puck is wide of the net. And back behind is your Rough Riders go for a change. You got Mick. Show him the angle, trying to work him, forces him all the way down into the corner. Ball to the slot, back down to the corner. Good job there by Sam to hold him on the puck and forcing him to send it around the other way. Drop pass, Johnny on the check. Junie on the short wall, takes it away. Junie working for it. Now it's picked up by Littleton. They scissor pass it. Out in front, comes over to the slot. Nice little tip play there by Tyler. Tyler's caught. Does a good job to send it down and wraps it around. First one there is going to be Charlie as he just came off of the... Sorry, that was Jake as Charlie's penalty is expired.
Oh, my God.
Now we come the other way, 2-on-2. Johnny forces them to shoot a wild shot as it goes wide of CJ. Drop pass not there, stolen away by Simon. Simon coming forward with it. He's hooked, gets the call, sends it forward, touched up by Littleton. And we will have a power play for your Rough Riders with 11:57 to go in the second. Chase, Tommy, and Junie out there for the power play. Backside is Connor and Johnny. One by Chase. Chase watching in front. Shot! Score! Great pass by Chase over to Luke. That was not Julian. That was Luke who gets the goal. So Luke from Charlie with 11:48 to go in the second period makes it 2-1. Great pass there by Chase. And a wonderful one-timer from Luke. Makes it 2-1. Face off one by Littleton, brings it back into the zone, sent it in front, saved there by CJ with no rebound whatsoever. Chase trying to win the face-off, does so over to Johnny. Johnny to the far boards. Sent forward as he was cross-checked, and we'll get another power play for your Rough Riders. So he goes for roughing. Same front line is going to be Tommy with Isaac and Charlie. I'm sorry, Chase. Connor, he wins it back to Connor. Connor sends it down into the corner. One there by Tommy. He's battling for it as he bodies him up. Gets it over to Charlie. Charlie from the slot. Sends it over to Johnny on the defensive backside, not able to handle it. Goes down into the corner where Johnny works for it. Gets it over to Luke. Luke out to Charlie. Charlie back over to Johnny. Johnny's shot is blocked in front and goes wide. Tommy's diving for it. Wins it. Gets it over to Johnny. Johnny from the corner. Now back behind. Now stops. Looking to get it to Chase. Doesn't get it to him. Tommy instead. Shot. Saved there. Love to see the defense engaging right there. Chase, Johnny, Connor, Tommy, and Luke still out there for this power play. One again over to Johnny. Johnny immediately takes it from the point down behind. Over to Chase. Chase not able to handle it, and it's cleared out by Littleton and picked up by Connor. Connor looking to move it. Sends it off of the body. Over to Tommy. Connor following up on it is now getting some help from Tommy as he picks it up. And Tommy sends it over to Johnny. Johnny tip pass over to Charlie. Charlie down in the zone. Great read by Luke. Chase. I keep saying Charlie. It's Chase. Back behind the net. Great work. Shot. Rolls off the side of the net. Ends up high with 18 seconds to go in the power play. Johnny with it. Johnny still skates. Sends it cross ice over to Tommy. Just a little wide. Tommy's got to hurry as it ends up in the snow. He circles it back around. Picked up by Luke. Now on is Mick.
Luke with it. Luke stops. Wins it down in the corner. Johnny working for it there. So it comes all the way around. Power plays over. Sends it forward. Connor in great position. Wins that. Sends it over to Johnny. Johnny tips it on to Luke. Luke battling for it. Loses it. Comes over to Connor. Connor makes a nice move and gains the zone. Connor forced to the side. Connor cycles back around. Loses an edge. And Littleton's going to try to break it out. But Tommy covering for Connor sends it back down into the corner. 9:25 to go here in the second period. Challenge. Great job by Isaac. Gets it on over to the Mick. He's double teamed there. He goes down hard on his shoulder and now gets back up, picks up his glove as Isaac loses the battle there. Gets some help now from Charlie. Charlie tries to lift the stick, forces them wide over into Sam. Sam forces them to the corner. Nick wins that battle. Tries to send it across, loses vision of the puck, but gets it back. Now sends it on to Isaac. Isaac skating it in, knocked off his stick briefly. Now down into the corner. Rattled around the boards to the near side, now up and out of the zone. Back pick there by the Mick. Mick over to Charlie. Charlie at the half wall, loses the puck there. Now comes up the slot. Charlie jumps back on it, wins it, tries to tip it on to Juneman on the give and go. Not able to. Charlie holds strong there. Now it's at the half wall where we got the Mick, Charlie, and Chase after it as it comes up and out of the zone. That's Charlie. I get Charlie and Chase over the Mick. Parker. And now up and out of the zone, but that is Sam forward onto the tape of Juneman. Juneman shoots, covered up there, and if a rebound was there, we had it as both guys were on the backside, both Tommy and Jack. 7:54 remaining in the second period. Tommy to take the face off. Tommy wins it. Knocked off of the stick there, but not out of the zone as Johnny's there to hold it for a second. Johnny working for it. Now sent over to Littleton as they flip it forward. And Johnny's going to get there. Back passes it over to Luke as he gets it on to Jack. Jack jumps it down. Going to trickle in on net, covered up as we have 7:29 to go in the second period. Shots in favor of Littleton are 12-7. Same line out. Tommy to take the face off. Wins it over to Jack. Jack forces it down into the corner. And it rattles around and picked up by Littleton. Littleton off the far side. Jumping into the play is Johnny. He sends it back down the corner, but picked off by Littleton. Now they send it up the center, and that's going to come all the way down for ice cream. Front line change. Isaac Chase. Isaac wins the faceoff, gets tied up in, or Chase wins the faceoff, gets tied up in the skates. Now out to the point to Connor. He sends it back down. Good body play there by Jacob, showing some force. Comes out to the point to Connor and just out of his reach. Cycles it back around. Now pushing it in is Jacob. Taken away by Littleton. Now he's going with some speed. We're going to have to get into his body. We don't. Shot. Save on the blocker by CJ. Now to the far side. Chase knocks him off the puck. Picked up by Nice. Now taken back by Littleton. Littleton walking in. Goes right for it is CJ's. He's off self and covers it up. It's 25 period to take the face off. Mick wins the face off back, but Fence is not there first, and Littleton wins it. Gets it to the slot. Shot is whipped on and comes all the way down. With Luke on the forecheck. They psych it back around over to Tyler. The mix and back down. One there by Littleton. Now they flip it across. Nice Spencer pass as they come in onside. Shot is blocked there by Johnny as it goes down into the corner. Now back behind the net. Simon challenges. Shot through the crease, but not on net. Ends up on the near side. Trying to poke it forward is Daniel as he gets it up and out of the zone. Littleton picks it up. They touch back up. Now they come in onside. Back checked away there by the mix. Bodies come together. Picked up by Littleton. Got some space. Shot is off the side of the net. Picked up by Johnny. Johnny rattles it around the board over to Daniel. Daniel tips it on to Simon. Simon just out of the reach there of, oh, that was Luke over to Daniel. Now shot off the outside part of the net. Out to the point. Shot taken away there by Johnny. Johnny with some space. Johnny sends it across. Had him, but Daniel is out of gas and goes off for a change. Staying on it is Luke. Gets some help from the Mick. Mick tips it on over to Charlie. He sends it back down into the zone. Charlie challenging there. Tries to walk it out. Sends it back over to his D partner for Littleton. And now stolen away by Charlie. Oh, just not able to handle it as it comes to point. Hard shot by Johnny. Blocked by a body. Ends up in front. Over to Charlie. Charlie shot. Blocker save on a rising wrister. Over to Tommy. Back to Jack. To the body. And now Littleton will come the other. Tommy poked it, check it away, which caused them to go in offsides, and we'll get a face-off just outside the zone with 4:19. Tommy with Charlie Jack. Tommy ties him up, wins it now early. Charlie flips it in. Goes in on net, and he freezes it there. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off. So the shots are now 14-8 in favor of Littleton. Jack and Charlie still out there. Tommy wins it over to Charlie. The cycle right there. Center forced wide there by Brendan. Now he gets some help from Connor. Connor over to Jack. Jack sends it on to Charlie on the tape. Charlie bringing it in. Charlie shot. Save there is a rising wrister as Tommy was driving the net. A low shot off the pads might have given us a chance. I don't mind the shot there. But a lower shot when we might get a rebound off the pad would have been nice. Chase Isaac and Juneman. Backside is going to be Sam and Simon. One by your Roughriders as it rattles off of the boards, and now it's going to be broken out. Picked off by great back check by Chase. Chase shoots and whiffs at it. Now it comes up out of the zone. B-to-D pass by Simon. Simon over to Sam. Sam dips it into the zone to Chase. Chase knocked down as it comes the other way. 2-on-2 is Littleton. Right out in front. Shot, hit the post, and it rattles wide. And up and out. Great Chase. Chase has Jack. Chase shot. Chase goes unwinding. Racer puts it in the back of the net with 3:06 to go here in the second period. Tying it up. Deuce is wild as they steal it away again. Now the Mick does a good job to dump it in. To the far side. Johnny keeps it in. Great play. Now it comes out. Isaac trying to help out with it. That's Luke trying to help out with it. Gets it to the Nick. Nick dumps it down and in. Jacob stops in front of the net. Now it's stolen away by the Mick. The Mick board turns. Sends it to the front. Bounces puck on the tape. Shot. Saved there by Littleton. With 2:31 to go. Good job by the Mick to work it out of the corner. Gets it on the backhand of Luke. Makes a good scoring chance. And saved by Littleton. With 2:31 to go. Shots 14-11 now. Johnny to take the, not Johnny, Mick to take the face off, comes back to Johnny. Johnny flips it back in as we had touched up. Now picked off by Littleton. Littleton trying to skate with it. Sends it up the slot, and now they come out to center ice. Send across. Johnny steals it away, tips it onto the Mick. The Mick with some space, shoots it around the boards. Hopefully Jacob could get there, not able to. Now Littleton picks it up. Forced back around by the Mick. Now up the center and picked up by Littleton. Tipped away there by a good stick by Luke, keeping the zone for a little bit. Now it comes the other way. It's going. Comes into the zone, drops it off to the point. Shot in, is saved there by CJ and covered up with 1:45 to go in the second period. Tommy wins the face-off, tries to get it on over to Daniel. Daniel working for it, gets it back to Tommy. Tommy now rattles it against the boards, and it comes over to Connor. Or that's not Connor, that's Sam. Sam back over to Tommy. Tommy with a little bit of space, sends it up the boards to Jack. Jack now coming with some speed. He's caught from behind, and his post checked off, but does a great job behind his Daniel. Daniel trying to work to the front. Goes off to the backside of the net, rattled to the near side, comes out to Sam. Sam back to the slot. Weird bounce, ends up center ice on the dot, and I'll take it away by Littleton. Littleton coming with some speed. Forced wide, cuts across the middle. Sam knocks it off the stick. Good cover there by Connor. Gets it down into the corner and out of the spot. Sent down and up and out of the zone. 55 seconds remaining in the second period. Backhanded forward. Tommy challenges there, gets it off of the stick to Connor. Connor trying to pick it off a body, now back behind the net. Connor and Tommy work behind the net, picked up by Connor, sends it to the slot. Over to Daniel. Daniel gets it to Jack. Jack sends it down ice, and that's going to go for icing with 30.6 to go in the second period. Detroit with Anthony. How are you? Oh, nice. But one by Boulder as they get it up and out of the zone. That's going to go back down for icing with now 22.8 seconds to go in the second period. Good move, man. Just say hi to Amy. Hi, Amy. They're going to the Michigan hockey game right now. I don't know where they're. They're in Detroit. Face off. Won by the Jags. Sent back down around by Juneman. They showing great pressure there to win it. He's taken down. Charlie now behind the net. Tries to into the front. Goes off the backside of the net. It comes around the near side. Juneman tries to backhand it forward. Comes to Johnny. As time expires here in the second period. All tied up at 2. Oh. You doing good? How are you? Good. Move back on.
How is Tommy's team doing? I mean, how's Anthony's team doing?
They are 2-0 in Detroit right now. Playing really well.
It's not close, it's not bad.
No, it's called North versus South. So it's Canada versus U.S.
I thought one of those kind of leagues. Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, so they've won their first 2 games, 5-3 and 3-1. That is a hell of a thing. Must be. 'Cause we don't have any McManuses on our team. Oh. You upgraded your equipment a little bit, and this isn't all the good stuff. I left my computer. I usually have my computer's going to do it, do all the updates and keep track of the stocks and all that. But when I use these headphones aren't connected to my phone, so I'm using my Bluetooth from around my neck and put it up so it gets better reception.
You get used to it.
By Littleton, they're going to challenge right into the zone. Shot, raising shot off the blocker, goes up into the netting off the CJ. I don't think that was on net. I think it was high, but he still has forced to put his body in front of it and cause it to go up in the netting. Chase takes the face off, gives it over to Johnny. Johnny back around the backside, gets it over to Junie. Junie tries to send it up to the center, goes off the body, now picked up by Chase. Chase to Charlie. Charlie forced into the corner, drops it off to Juneman. Juneman working for it. Not able to win that battle, and now Littleton comes the other way. 2-on-1. Connor back there. Connor forces them to go wide. Shot! Save on a sliding tab save there. As we get the cavalry to show up as it's picked up by Simon. Simon pops it on to Charlie. Charlie up over to Juneman. Junie coming in 1-on-2. Kicks it down into the corner. Rattles around, looking to get some help from Charlie. Charlie drops it off to the Mick, who just came on for Chase. Chase to the Mick. Mick out to the point to Johnny. Johnny one times it. He kept in the zone. Great hands. Now it's the Mick all by himself. One hands it. Mick looking to set up as we're out for a change. Comes back the other way. Comes out as changing was Isaac. He's on there. He's able to help out defensively. Sent wide over to the Mick. Mick was challenged immediately. Forces it forward into the zone. Great job there by Isaac. Ties him up, but now Littleton's able to come back the other way. Sends it across. Littleton to the backhand. Littleton walks in. Shot. Blocked. Goes behind the net. Picked up by Connor. Sent to the slot. Isaac not able to get him off the puck as they reverse it back around. Mick there hustling. Does a good job to get it over to Luke, but Luke's not able to win that battle, and it's now picked off by Connor. Connor sent across. Now over to Isaac. Isaac flips it forward. No icing as it went off. On the chip to the near side. Mick working for it. 1-on-3. Mick still battling. Comes over to the slot. Gets a little bit of help there from Luke, but not able to get it in deep. Now it gets in deep. Goes wide. Picked up by Daniel. Daniel trying to force it to his partner on the backside there. Still working for it. It's on. Shot goes off the outside of the net by Luke, and then it's frozen as it's stuck on the backside of the net. $11:25 to go here in the third. Tommy wins the face-off. Sent back behind by Daniel. Tries to get some help from Jack. Rattles around to the near side. Lockram pinching down. Gets it back over to Jack. Jack tried to center it. Went off the skate. Now it's pinned against the board. Lockram working for it. Gets it on over to Daniel. Daniel to the point. Shot in. School saved there as it went off a stick and brought down by the Littleton goalie with 11:01 to go. Defensive line change. Going to bring out Simon with Johnny. Oh, not Johnny, I'm sorry. With Brendan. One by Littleton. Sent back and around the other way. Stolen away by Tommy. Tommy makes a nice move. Shot. Scored! Great little toe drag as Tommy was hooked. And he goes top shelf shopping and brings down the good whiskey to put it in the back of the net, making it 3-2 for your Rough Riders. Tommy from Daniel and Brendan. Chase wins the faceoff, gets it back after it goes off some sticks. Chase driving the net. Nice centering pass. Tied up was Charlie. Sends it back down in the corner. Bodied off. You're starting to see a little bit of spark from your Rough Riders. Centering pass just doesn't make it all the way over to Jacob. Great vision there by Charlie and Chase.
Almost got it through. Time.
10:35 to go. Chase to take the face off. Got Jacob out there with him with Simon and Brendan. Face off, tied up, tried to get it. Charlie shot goes off the skate. Now down into the corner. Great job by Jacob to keep it in the zone, but Littleton's the first one behind the net. Nice little bank pass to get it up and out of the zone. Goes up into the body, knocked him off of it. Jumping up is Chase now. Chase sends it to the near side to Charlie. Charlie with some space sends it forward over to Juneman. Just out of his reach. Junie's going to be the first one there. Gives up on the puck. And now it's rattling around the far side. Held at the line briefly by Johnny. Now they come back the other way where the Mick had just come on. Forced off of the puck there by Simon. Simon over to himself. Simon tips it forward up to the Mick. Mick walking in. Mick, drag shot. Shot in the save. And he looked back for a brief second as it was stuck underneath his arm, but he didn't feel it initially. And gets a frozen puck as he tied now 14. The Mick to take the face off. Mick wins it over to Junie. Junie's back to the Mick. The Mick wraps it around. Sends it to the corner where Junie's going to be the first one there. Bodies come together. Picked up by the Mick. Out to the point to Johnny. Johnny shot and a save there. Nice puck movement and a great job of keeping the pressure going as we go up and shot. Face off, won by the Mick over to Juneman. Juneman sends it out to the point. Point was challenged. Now comes the other way. Great job by Isaac to jump into the play to knock him off the puck. Game's starting to gain physicality. Mick working for it. Gets it up and out of the zone. He slashed hard. No call. Now Littleton comes back the other way. Littleton walking it in. Johnny forces the shot from a long distance and an easy save by CJ. Hopefully the Mick's all right. He got hit hard. It looked like it was right on the wrist there. Shots tied up at 16. 9 minutes to go. Tommy on the face-off, won by Littleton. Sent to open ice. Sends it forward, just out of the reach of Tommy. Now the defender falls down as he was reaching for it. Tommy's working on him. They reverse it back down and around. Comes across, knocked off of the puck. Littleton picks it back up. Jack trying to line him up, sends it down into the zone. Bam, forces it around to the near side. Back pick there is Luke as he held onto it a little too long. Littleton has it in the slot, walking in from the slot. This is out front, stolen away by Luke. Luke now has some space. Luke, dump, chase, good job. Tommy and Jack are going off for a change. Coming on now is Charlie with Daniel. Forward, tip of zone, not deep cross. Charlie, Connor Connor shot. Glove save there and covered up. Pass there by Charlie. Sees the open Connor on the far side. Gets him a chance to get a shot off. Chase, Charlie, and Daniel. Won by Chase as he sent it to the net and immediately covered up there. Johnny and Simon out defensively. Chase takes the face off. Chase wins it again down to the corner, tries to win the race, looking for some help from Daniel. Daniel hacking away at it. Comes over to the slot by Littleton. Ooh, we could have got a trip call there. No call. As Simon picks it up, tries to get it over to Charlie. Picked up by Littleton. Great stick play there by Johnny. We got 3-on-3 coming the other way. Sends it over to Chase. Chase moves around one. Now it's 3-on-2. Chase to the front. Shot. Hits a skate. Ends up in front. Coming the other way now. Nice stretch pass by Littleton, but Johnny's going to have plenty of time. Tap it back forward. Bodies come together. Littleton gains the zone. Walks across. Chase into the body. Knocks him off it to Charlie. Charlie gets it to the point. Picked off by Littleton. Now stick forward. Littleton does a good job to get back on defense to pick that off to keep the rush from going the other way. Simon has it. Simon makes a move around two. Turns it over. Now out in front, sticked away. Johnny picks it up on the stick and tipped forward by Charlie. Charlie has the mick with him. Charlie sends it in as he gained the red line, so no icing. Rattles around the backside. Forecheck. Almost all the way there by Junie. Junie now gets it back. Working on the far wall. Taken away by Littleton. Challenge comes to the near boards. As it comes up and out of the zone, over to Simon. Simon looking to move it, sends it over to the Mick, goes off a body, so the Mick has to battle for it on the far side. Still working for it is the Mick. Back behind the net, now centered. Nobody there as it comes out to the point. Simon just a little deep as they had two Littleton guys dropping off into the zone offside, because that was going to be a scoring opportunity for Littleton. With 6:03 to go in the third period. Tommy, Jack, and Luke face off one by Littleton. You have Connor and Brendan out there. Rattles around the board from to Jack. Jack out to the point. Shot, save, rebound. There is Connor. He reverses it to the near side over to Luke. Luke tips it forward, not out of the zone as it goes back down to the slot. Luke has it. Luke sends it forward to Tommy. Tommy now 2-on-1 the other way if they hurry. Great stretch pass by Tommy. Tommy driving to the net. Hard shot! Goes off the blocker, high off the glass. Luke's there to get it around the boards. Rattles around. Littleton has it. Challenge by Tommy. Tommy tripped up, no call. And now sent back down it behind the net by Tommy. Milton has it, sends it across, picked up there. Is coming on was Isaac, challenges right away. Gets it over to Jack. Jack trickles it in the zone. Isaac staying hard on the forecheck. Good job by Brendan to read that, not let him get deep as the puck pops up in the air. Picked up by Chase. Chase sends it rink wide over to Connor. Connor squeaks through the boards. Connor across. Shot. Save there by Littleton. With 4:44 to go in the third period. Chase wins the faceoff. Shot! Look for it behind him. And now it's covered up as Charlie jumped on it after the nice faceoff win by Chase. Chase to take the faceoff again. Wins it. Shot! Blocked by a body. Doesn't get through. Ends up out in front of the net. Forced wide there by Littleton. Now Charlie challenges. Comes all the way out. Sent back into the zone, and that's offsides. And now we will have a defensive zone face-off.
Are you serious? This is worse than heavy.
Face-off, won by Littleton. Gets it out to the point. Goes D to D with it. D's shot is blocked by a stick. Ends up behind the net. Littleton working for it. Comes on over to Isaac. Isaac is going to send it up the boards, but not out just yet. Back to Isaac. Isaac with some space. Turns it over. And now shot. Blocker saved there by CJ as it goes up into the net. Face off, won by your Roughriders, sent to the near side. Nick's trying to force it out. Bounces all the way back over to Johnny. Johnny sends it over to Junie. Junie, nice job to move it forward. Off of the boards. Littleton gains the zone. Mick doing a good job on his back check. Forces it off the stick. And not able to get it out, but it ends up on the stick there of the Mick. The Mick forces it up and out of the zone. Dumped back in by Littleton with 3:35 to go. Johnny challenged, loses the puck. Stays with it, gets it over to Junie. Junie and Johnny working together. Now Littleton, 2-on-2 there, battling on the board. Nick comes over to help out, gets it over to Junie, flips it forward to the point, skates across. Good wrister shot and saved by CJ as he gloves it and holds on to it with 3:11 to go in the third period. Game 3-2 with 3:11 to go. Shots are tied at 18. Tommy wins the face-off, gets it to Connor. Connor tries to force it back forward, up to Tommy. Tommy back to Connor. Connor gets it forward to Luke. Luke loses it. It goes flipped into the zone. Sent near side, up and out of the zone. Jack showing a lot of pressure there, almost gets the turnover, and now Littleton comes the other way. Littleton forced wide. Great defensive positioning as it went through the crease. Near side, not able to handle it. There's Luke, sent back over to him, and he's able to tip it up and out of the zone. Littleton picks it up. Tommy on the forecheck. Cross ice pass. Ends up on the stick of Connor. He sends it forward. Jumping on the ice now was Charlie, but he turned it over in a quick wrister and saved there by CJ with 2:17 to go. Shots now in favor of Littleton, 19-18, and the goalie has come out high at the dots, and now there's no timeout. They have pulled the goalie. Face off, one out to the point. Kept in, shot, blocked by a body. Stick forward, back to the point. Sent back down and around. Simon not able to handle it. Now comes in near boards. Walks across, out to the point again. Shot, blocked in front there by Chase. He sends it down. And it's going to be... Great positioning there by Chase. Knocked it down. Took one stride, sent it down the ice for an empty netter. 4-2 with 1:54 to go. And Littleton is leaving the goalie on the bench. Go right in! Face off won by Littleton. Working it forward. Sent down in the corner. That's going to rattle all the way around the boards. Littleton wins the race. Knocked off it. Quick shot. Blocked by a body in front, which was Simon, which ended up behind the net. Now down to the corner in front. Great job. Shot down the ice again. Charlie with the check that Chase with the hat trick on two empty netters. Makes it 5-3.
Throw the hats.
Face off one by the Mick, forced back into the zone. A minute 25 to go. Goalie's back in the net. Here comes Littleton, trying to gain some speed in the neutral zone. Walks through, shot. Rising shot goes over the top of the net. Johnny in the corner, tips it forward over to Daniel. Daniel works it up out of the zone over to the Mick. Mick walking it in, cuts across, wins the edge, shot. Blocked by the opposing defender as it goes up into the net. And we get a whistle with 1:01 to go now. Baseline by the Mick, and it's the near side on the race by Littleton as they bring it into the zone. Drops on a dime. Connor tries an off a stick. Puck still loose. Comes out to Juneman. Juneman flips it forward. Ends up on the body of a Littleton player. Now up and out by Connor. Connor tries to continue to force it forward, and Littleton comes back the other way. Shot. Save easily by TJ, and with 31.9 seconds to go. Jack forces it forward over to Juneman. Juneman with some speed. Cuts it across, has it in front. He's still and tripped. No call. And now they come the other way with 17 seconds to go. Littleton gains the zone. Shot. Fluttered over the top of the net, down to the corner, flip forward, but not out. Back to the center, backhanded, up over the top of the net. 3 seconds to go. It's in front, knocked away, pop, shot, and that's the ball game. All right, well, we'll see if that does anything for your Roughriders, as that puts them at 1-2-1 for 3 total points. And we'll find out a lot more.
I doubt it. You got one win, one loss.
Look at the good there, second period, didn't
Yeah, they got the game.
Started playing some, and started to move the puck, which is most important, especially against a fast physical team like this.
You guys are doing it. They're fast. That's a good win. That's a good win. You probably got a goal.
Yeah.
He's in on a lot of them. You got this to be a long too.
All right, folks, that's it for me here. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm Tommy School signing off. Have a great rest of your Friday and get those good Black Friday deals as you shop along out there. Tommy School signing off. Have a great day.
You ever go get the price and tell them you don't have to go home and stay there.